What is your American dream?
My American dream is that, we have peace and equality for all, that we stop this border walls. Don't build walls, build bridges, as the Pope says, and I go along with what he says, that we open the doors to America, not just to special people.
I'm pursuing my dream that I've always had since I was a child and never could, which is to be a full-time musician. So I am living my dream.
I have my American dream. My father came here with $35 in his pocket. He died a millionaire, so that was my American dream.
My American dream. Take the lotto.
My American dream is to bring Little Italy back to what it was and to continue doing what we're doing.
I feel like my American dream is to be able to make art that represents all of America, not just the white middle to upper class America, so that people can see themselves represented and can see themselves as American and feel like everyone has a place here.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Gonna bake brownies for Brad. Heavy. Ow! Hello, everybody! How have you been? It's been 2 weeks since we've all seen each other. I have missed you all so much. We're so excited Brad is back from his incredible birthday trip to Italy. And I realized Brad was gone on his real birthday and I didn't get to bake him a cake. So I figured for his first day back, I would make him official Groundhog Sam brownies. Okay, I'll show you my ingredients.
It smells delicious.
Here comes the delicious, delicious melted butter. And 2 eggs. I'm just gonna crack it with my teeth. That's why it's great to have choppers like mine. Stir all this delicious goodness up, which that's what Groundhog Sam loves to do, is to stir stuff up. Ha 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 ha. Whiskin', whiskin', whiskin' the night away. Oh yeah. And a little dash of special Groundhog Sam weeds that I found outside. Always add a little dash of outdoor wilderness. So now the brownies must bake for 35 minutes. That gives me enough time to go take a load off and rest my weary paws. Okay. Here they are, fresh out of the oven. Oh, they look delicious. Delicious, delicious golden brown. Perhaps a little burnt. I can't wait to bring them to Brad tomorrow. Okay, so now I just have to let them cool off a little bit. Oh, they smell heavenly. They're for Brad. They're for Brad. I'll let them cool off. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure they're cooling off okay. It looks like a really nice pan of delicious chocolate goodness. Oh, it would be nice to taste some of that now, but I can't wait. They're for Brad. They're for Brad. They're for Brad. Okay. Oh, they just smell so good. But they're for Brad. Groundhog control. Groundhog control. I mean, what if they don't taste good after all? I think I need to quality control these. It would be terrible if they don't taste good. I would hate for Brad to get something that doesn't taste good. I'm really selfless. Okay, I'm just going to take a small little bite. I'm sure Brad will never notice. So, okay, here we go. Quality control. All right, I know these are delicious now, but I know I can control myself. One was enough. Not a problem. They're for Brad. They're for Brad. No more brownies. They're for Brad. They're for... Oh my goodness. I ate almost all of the brownies. Oh no, I really messed up this time. Maybe I'll just give Brad a Groundhog Sam t-shirt for his birthday. I saw all his pictures on his Instagram when he was in Italy, and I didn't see him wearing the t-shirt. So he'll get a t-shirt of me on it. That'll make him happy. Okay, well, what's on today's show? You'll just have to watch and see. Enjoy. Oh, chocolate coma Sam. Oh.
All right, welcome everybody. Groundhog Sam ate all my I got nothing. I'm watching the video and I'm saying to myself, where are my brownies? What happened to my brownies? Nobody said anything to me about brownies today. And then all of a sudden I see he eats all the brownies. None. But I'm back. I don't need any brownies anyway. I ate pasta for 2 weeks. I went around Italy and I ate pasta. I ate pasta for breakfast. I ate pasta for lunch. I ate pasta for dinner. And like the last 2 or 3 days, I said, wow, I'm not going to have this pasta for a very long time. I should continue to eat it because I'll treat myself. It's my birthday. So that's what I did. So I didn't need the brownies anyway. I was totally pastaed out. I had a very wonderful time. I hope everybody was productive when I was, that's me. Even making pasta. That's me making pasta there. I even went and took a cooking class, believe it or not. When I was in Italy, I said, what better place to learn how to make pasta than in the place where it actually didn't even start in Italy. It started, I think, in Japan or China, Far East. But Italy, they seem to know how to make pasta there, and they gave me a very good cooking class. I had a wonderful birthday, but I hope everybody was productive when I was gone. I did miss everybody. I saw everybody's notes on our Brad squad group that they were missing the group, they were missing the squad, they were missing the crew. I'm missing my crew today. I have no crew. I have no Belgium Kim. I have no Yo-Yo. It is just me talking to you. That's it. That's the show today. Why? Well, Belgium Kim came down with the flu. Yeah, like we believe that. It's a 3-day weekend and all of a sudden she gets the flu on Monday on the 3rd day after having 2 weeks off. Yeah, right. I'm glad. I hope she's home enjoying her flu and I am sure she will be back tomorrow, at least I hope. But if she really does have the flu, stay away. Do not come with all of your germs and infect anybody in this office, especially me. So we will actually see tomorrow whether it was the flu or a real thing. For Yo-Yo, he was at the BET Awards down in Florida and apparently still has not recovered. Had he recovered, he would be here, but he obviously is in recovery mode. So hopefully he will be here tomorrow. In the meantime, I would be remiss before I even say hello to the squad that I missed very, very much. I would be remiss to tell everybody a little bit about my trip to Sicily. If you followed me on Instagram, you may have seen some of the photos on Instagram at Bernstein_Brad. If not, you could always go and look on Bernstein_Brad. But I'll tell you a little bit about my trip. I went to Sicily first, and beautiful people there, wonderful food. But the airport makes LaGuardia look like it's the Taj Mahal of airports. So, very hard to get into Sicily, very hard to get out. The airport situation I didn't enjoy very much. But once I got to Sicily, it was actually a very beautiful island. And as well as not only being a beautiful island, the food was fabulous. And I had a very nice time. I actually had my birthday on Sicily. When I was in Sicily, we were supposed to actually be on a boat on my birthday, and I was treating myself to a boat ride. It was going to be more than a boat. It was going to be a nice, big boat. But apparently there was some bad weather in Greece that made it up to Sicily, and no boats were allowed out. So instead, I went to a vineyard and drank and ate until couldn't drink and eat anymore. That was basically my birthday. I went to Florence as well. I saw that's where I took my cooking class. And I'm sorry, nobody can hear me? Is that it? Is that what I heard? Nobody can hear me? Nobody can hear me? Is that what I heard in my... Oh, okay, all right, okay. So any event, I went to Florence, okay, but they're talking to me in my ear, so they can't talk to me in my ear. But I went to Florence as well. I saw the David by Michelangelo, and which was a beautiful, beautiful statue. I took a cooking class. Jill, you have to shut your microphone off in my ear. And then, in addition to that, I I then went to Venice. I know you're not talking to me, Jill, but I'm hearing you in my ear. Or I'm hearing background noise in my ear. I'll just take this out. It's not important. And then eventually I went to Venice, and now I'm back, and here I am. And in the meantime, I do have to say hello to all of our Brad squad. Natalie Nichols, who's in the bathroom with her phone. A little too much information there, but I am glad she is with us. Carol Anderson, the Tiger, saying hello. Asset Lindo says, hey, everyone, welcome back, my peeps. Abigail Taylor Watson said, I was starving for the last 2 weeks. Deanna Love says, miss you guys tremendously. Ramona Hazel says, finally. Denver Sass says, we really do miss you guys. Tamika Nelson, just saying hello to the group, saying hello to the squad. Natalie Nichols, still in the bathroom apparently. Smiley Smith, Reginald Amata saying hello. And Janet Brand says, welcome back, Brad and squad. Lisa Bling Rose says, just saying hello to people. Hi, Willie, Tamika, Abigail, Carol, blah, 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 blah. And Burke Madera coming in here. And who else? Jeff Bosey, he's watching. I haven't seen him say any comments, though, but he's definitely watching. Barbara Lord, how you doing? Anna Tomarevsky down in Brazil, how you doing there? Lisa Bling Rose, hey, Brad, enough blessing. Thank you very much. Who else do I have to say hello to here? Duanette Bryant saying hello. Jeff Bosey finally saying something. Sophia Gray and anybody else? Willie Williams, Tanisha McNabb. And if I miss you, I miss you. I apologize. Julia Powell, I'm just trying to go through this very fast. Julia Powell, Janet Brown, Velma Gale, and Asset Lindo. Who else? Tanetso Bless Robinson says, I'm hearing you loud and clear. I don't know what the problem was. Jella Shauna, how you doing? Dennis Ute, and a whole bunch of other people on YouTube. Andreen Spence says, welcome back. Donna Roden says, Kim feel better, ha ha ha. That's what I say too. Danny Contreras says, awesome, Brad, one-on-one, giving us your knowledge. Thumbs up. Back to you, Danny. DD says, welcome back. Ahmed Memo says, hello. Maria Holness, Velma Gale, Donna Roden, and everybody else watching on YouTube and on Facebook at Brad Show Live. Now, before we go into my schmooze, we do have to have a sharing game. It's our first day back, right? And I was thinking about what the sharing game should be, and I was in the booth earlier saying, what should the sharing game be? And I said, you know what? Whatever the sharing game is going to be, whoever's not here gets thrown under the bus. So there's only 2 people I know that aren't here at this moment, and that's Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim. So they're going to definitely get thrown under the bus. We're going to make them do something that they're not going to enjoy doing. So I think this is what I think. I think if we get to 700, let's not even make it 700, 500 shares, okay? 500 shares on Facebook, and we get to 65 continuous people watching on YouTube at the same time. So 65 continuous people watching on YouTube, 500 shares. I am going to let you, the Brad Squad, decide amongst yourselves. I'll pick at the end. But we're going to make Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim individually, not together, but individually do the dumbest dance that we can come up with for your entertainment value. All right? So what will that dance be? I don't know. Are we going to make Yo-Yo twerk? Are we going to make Belgium Kim twerk? They don't have to both do the same thing. Maybe they'll do one dance or another dance, but we're going to have them dance for your viewing pleasure. If we get to 500 shares, they get thrown under the bus. They're going to do something really ridiculous, and all for your pleasure. But we have to get to 500 shares. No, I'm not going to be nice, Belgium Kim, who is obviously well enough to be watching, but not well enough to be here. But certainly certainly, we're going to make them do some really, really, really silly dances. So please share right now. And the way you share is you take out your thumb. This is Yo-Yo's job, but I'm going to do it. You take out your thumb, you take out your finger, and you go down to some area on the bottom of your phone. You share it to your friends. You share it to groups. This is on Facebook. Share it to your friends. You share it to groups that you may be members of. You send it individually to people on Messenger. That counts as a share as well. Send a link of this show individually to all your friends on Messenger. You've now shared it 70, 80, 90 times. So there's plenty of ways that you can share, and we can reach 500 shares today. In addition, on YouTube, there is sharing on YouTube, but they don't really calculate it for us. So it's very hard for us to show that how many shares we have on a live thing. So that's why on YouTube we say a certain amount of people continuously watching at the same time. 65 people continuously watching at the same time on YouTube, and 500 shares. Now maybe nobody wants to see Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim do silly dances. I do. I would share 500 times for that, but maybe people don't want to do it. Maybe people aren't interested. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. We will find out soon enough. But in the meantime, if you call 1-800-529-5465, we will be getting to your immigration questions shortly. 1-800-529-5465. We do have about 7 people on hold already. Gerald, Omar, Antoinette, Stanley, Shanique, Kim, and Chris. We will be getting to you momentarily, probably in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Who knows how long it'll be, but I will promise you this. I am here by myself. I got nobody to talk to, so I'll be happy to talk to you all in about 5 minutes or so. What's going on in the news? Everybody saw Brett Kavanaugh. We don't need to go into that anymore than what's already been said a million times over. Just sad day for America when a woman... I don't even want to get into it. What else is happening? Haiti. There was an earthquake in Haiti on Saturday when I was flying back from Italy. I didn't know about this until I just read this on the card here. A 5.9 earthquake hit Haiti Saturday. It was centered 219 kilometers from Port-au-Prince. Hospitals in Haiti are saying that over 12 people have died. There was an aftershock on Sunday of 5.2 aftershock and sent people running. Buildings have been toppling, so we wish everybody well there in Haiti. Obviously, not a wonderful time for TPS to be ruled over. But I will say this. I will say that there is a court in California that ruled that TPS should continue. That happened when I was away in Italy, and so for the momentary time period, a court has stopped Donald Trump from ending TPS for the Central American countries as well as Haiti. We'll see what happens with that. Certainly, it's not a pleasant place to go back to Haiti now, and we wish all of our friends and loved ones in Haiti that they are well and healthy and safe. Talking about well and healthy and safe, we got about 10 years left here on this earth, according to the United Nations. The planet has until 2030 to stem the catastrophic climate change. The United Nations is warning. A report was issued today by the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. It says that the threshold of 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, above industrial levels will be hit as on average on the Earth by the year 2030. So what does that mean? That means that there's going to be what does that mean? Heat waves. It means more frequent and intense droughts. It means more rainfall in certain areas. It means less rainfall in other areas. It means that the Great Barrier Reef by 2030 will no longer exist in Australia. Most of the wildlife in the Great Barrier Reef will die off, and it's going to be huge problems. I read that by 2040 the Earth could be in many places uninhabitable. By 2040, I was telling everybody in the control room, I'll be 85 years old in a nursing home, and that's the next generation's problem, which is what why we're in this situation to begin with, because everybody says it's somebody else's next generation's problem. So we'll see what happens with that. What else is happening here? There was 20 people. This was a sad story. A lot of sad stories today. 20 people killed in a limousine crash in upstate New York. 4 sisters and family. They were all going to a wedding, and they all got killed. Apparently, the driver of the limousine, the limo driver, didn't have a license to drive the limousine, and he was going down a hill, lost control, went through an intersection, ran off the road, and 20 people were killed. The limo went right through the intersection, crashed into a parked Highlander in an Apple Barrel country store and cafe, just lost complete control. It was a horrific accident. Apple, what is this company? Apple Barrel Country said, and the manager of the upstate New York store says the site is a dangerous intersection that's been plagued by accidents. Now, we had in my office, I don't know, about 3-4 years ago, we had in my office a case where there was an accident in Freeport, in the city of Freeport, and which is in Long Island. And there was a woman got severely injured. She was severe brain damage, and the car only had $25,000 in insurance, which didn't cover obviously her brain damage. Really, really horrific injuries. What we did was we did what's called a FOIL report to get all of the old accident reports, and we discovered that there were 26 accidents in that same intersection over an 8-year period. We ended up suing the city of Freeport, saying that they had a dangerous intersection and did nothing about it, which is probably what's going to happen in this case here. They have the National Transportation Safety Board going out to investigate. So whoever I hate to talk about lawsuits and everything. It's a horrific day. People aren't even buried yet, but that's what we do here at Spar and Bernstein. But the National Transportation Safety Board is going to do the investigation that we ended up doing ourselves against Freeport years ago. We ended up settling that case with that woman for over close to $4 million. What else is happening? This is, we wanted to make sure we got this in for Lisa Bling Rose. There's a $17 million diamond-encrusted heel on sale in Dubai. We thought it would look really good with Lisa Bling Rose. The pair of shoes encrusted with diamonds has gone on sale in Dubai with a price tag of $17 million. The pumps are gold and leather decorated with more than 100 carats of flawless diamonds set on white gold. Why in the world would anybody do this? I don't even know. The pair of shoes on display is a 36. So if you are not a 36, you're really not going to want to bid $17 million for shoes that you will not be able to fit in. Twitter has responded to what appears to be a very high price for shoes, $17 million. Fourth Pine says there's starving people living on $1 a day while others can afford to buy $17 million shoes. He happens to be 100% right. Just Doing It 23 says, imagine being this rich to be at a 7-star hotel and being able to buy $17 million shoes. I was in Dubai, and I went to that 7-star hotel. I didn't stay there, but I went there to check it out. Didn't seem 7 stars to me. There's nothing very special there. What else is happening quickly? A man claims to be a minority business owner after DNA test shows he's 4% African. An insurance agent claims he should qualify as a minority business owner because a DNA test shows he's 4% African. Ralph Taylor knows on the outside he looks like an average white guy. But he says inside he's 4% African. And as a result of that, he believes he should be certified as a black man in all 50 states and by the U.S. government. By his thinking, I think I should be certified Jamaican. Even though I'm not, I don't have any Jamaican blood, but I'm probably more Jamaican than he is black. That's my opinion. It's quite ridiculous. I'm sure he will not win. Meanwhile, Patricia Martin Uniqueness says she shared 33 times to Facebook, which means that she wants to see Jonathan, Yo-Yo Elias, and Belgium Kim do something absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Lisa Bling Rose. What? You got 17 million for that? I think you should start looking to buy those shoes. And Tamika Nelson says, I was looking, Brad, we're all going to die in 2030, which is very possible. So you might as well enjoy life while you can. And here's some silly stuff, because we got to get to some silly news here before we get to all of our immigration questions. University in Manchester says that they will no longer, I don't even want to, all right, let's just get to immigration questions. I will save all the silly stuff for Belgium Kim tomorrow, because I like to hear her laugh at all my silly news. 1-800-529-5465, that's the number to call. 1-800-529-5465. We're going to get to all of your immigration questions now. Please share on Facebook. Please share on YouTube. Please tell your friends and family to watch us on YouTube as well. And right now we only have 33 viewers on YouTube, and we have 103 viewers on Facebook, which means that we're probably not sharing that much. I don't have the exact number of shares right now, but maybe Groundhog Sam would be able to impart some knowledge onto us there. I can't do it all. I can't talk and look at shares and everything else. So we're going to have Groundhog Sam keep us updated on that. In the meantime, we're going to go to your immigration questions right now. Let's go to Garfield. Garfield in Toledo, Ohio. Garfield, how are you? Garfield.
Very good, sir. How about you?
Good. What's going on?
My question is, I've been here about 22 years now, but I haven't worked for about 6 years. So I was wondering if I go to file for my citizenship, if they would deny me or something. I don't know.
They're going to deny your citizenship because you haven't worked in 6 years? Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking you.
No, they could only deny your citizenship if you worked and didn't pay your taxes. There's no law that says you have to work in order to become a citizen. All they say is you got to be a good citizen. So what is a good citizen? A good citizen is a person who pays their taxes. So they want to make sure that you weren't, working under the books, taking cash and not paying your taxes. That's why they ask for the tax returns. They don't ask to say, well, if you don't work, you don't become a citizen. Now, if you are of working age and you're not disabled and you're physically fit, they're going to want to know when you go to file your citizenship, how'd you support yourself? Because you're going to have to be ready to prove how you supported yourself if you weren't working. So just be prepared for that.
Oh, man. Okay, then.
All right?
All right, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Boy, it gave that guy a lot to think about. He's like, oh, okay. All right, let's go to Omar in Brooklyn. Omar.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have two questions for you.
Yes.
I am here in Brooklyn. My wife, I came over and we got married and to push through my papers. But I guess when we were filing, I don't know if it was a mistake or what, but they sent back the documents one and asked for additional evidence. The 485, which woman and security did, that was in June.
What do you mean they asked for more evidence? What kind of evidence did they ask for?
That was pertaining to the affidavit of support.
Okay, fine. So you took care of that.
Yeah.
When did you file it properly, the affidavit of support?
All right. It's a variety of date, but they said because on July 18, they said they received
July 18th.
The additional evidence.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting. So I'm wondering, when will I receive the work permit?
About 5 months from July 18th.
5 months from July 18th.
Correct.
And knowing that they didn't send back, because generally they would send it back or whatever, but knowing that they don't send it back from that time, everything should be okay.
Then everything should be okay then, correct.
Okay. So that would be about December then.
Yeah, in that range.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Whoever is talking in my ear just has to stop, please. You have to stop. Okay, somebody's talking in my ear. Stop it. Let's go to Antoinette in Queens. Antoinette.
Hi, good night.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Just a question. So my fiance has been filed for since 2012
Right.
for the over 21 visa. How long does it take for him to get through?
When your fiat for the over 21 visa?
No, he's over 21.
Who's sponsoring him? His
age?
parent?
His father.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. When did he file?
2012.
Where is he now?
He's in Jamaica.
He's in Jamaica. So he's your fiance. Why are you not? Are you a citizen or a resident? What's your situation?
I recently came here 2 years ago.
As a green card holder.
Yes.
Okay, so you're debating whether you should go down and marry him. Would that be faster,
Yes.
or should you wait on the father? I think that would be your question, right?
Yes.
All right. So right now, for unmarried children of U.S. citizens, where are they up to? They are up to June 1st, 2011. For people who are married to residents, they're up to August 22nd, 2016. So if you were to marry him, it's going to be a 3-year wait. And if you waits on his father, about another 12 to 18 months. So just wait it out at this point.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I know it's frustrating. Just wait it out, though. All right.
With a child.
With
All
a
right,
child,
thank
it's
you.
hard. I know. All right. Let's go to Stanley in Yonkers. Stanley.
Yes, sir.
Stanley, how are you?
How are you, man?
Good. What's going on?
I know. I'm following you on Facebook.
You're filing a
I
what?
see your on Facebook.
You what?
I see your. No, I say I saw you on Facebook, but I just take the number. I
Okay.
say, let me give you a phone call.
Okay.
Today.
All right. You saw me on Facebook. What's the question?
My question is, I have to renew my work permit every year.
Where you from?
My work authorization work.
Where are you from, Stanley?
Haiti.
You're from Haiti. So you have TPS.
No.
What do you have? Asylum? You filed for?
Yeah, they have. They give me. I will renew my authorization work for every year. I go to court.
You've been. Okay. All right. So Stanley, I gotta understand why you have a work permit. Is it because you were ordered deported and they can't deport you back to Haiti at this moment? You have TPS. You have what do you have? What do you have?
They give me a paper, but every time I go to the court, they just put the date on that. I have to go to any immigration to renew my authorization work, but
You don't go to a court. You go to an immigration officer, right? And they're putting a date on it. All right. So it sounds like you were ordered deported, but they're not looking to enforce your deportation either because they can't prove you're Haitian, or they're just not sending people back to Haiti at this moment. Eventually, that's going to change. So you need to figure out what to do. But it sounds to me like, based on what you're telling me and describing to me, is that you've been ordered deported and that you're going to basically show up every year. It's kind of like showing up to your probation officer, but eventually they're going to pick you up and deport you. So you need to figure out, what am I going to do to be able to stay here? I don't have the answer for you off the top of my head. What I would suggest you do is make a consultation. So hold on. Let's go to Shanique in East Orange, New Jersey. Shanique.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing good. How are you today?
Good. What's going on?
Okay, so I have a friend. She came to the United States, got married, and she has a son in Jamaica that she's filing for. However, she got a letter, I think last month, saying that she needs to appeal her status, I think. But she also got a letter for her son, like with his visa date, and telling her she should make appointment for, immigration, medical. And
wait. I don't understand what you're saying. She filed for her son, got denied, and it's on appeal, and she also got a letter for a visa appointment?
for his visa appointment.
So what was denied?
He's in Jamaica. She's in the States.
What was denied?
Her status, to adjust her status.
To adjust, her adjustment was denied. So I guess her husband is filing for the son. She's not filing for the son.
Right.
God,
correct.
now I understand. Okay. So basically, what happened was that there's a marriage, and then there's a husband who filed for the wife here in America, and for his stepchild, who's the mother's child back in Jamaica. Now they went for an interview and they got denied for the green card. Why were they denied?
I think not enough evidence.
Okay, so then the son's going to be denied too, because they're going to say that they haven't proven that it's a real marriage for him to come to the United States of America. So until they prove it's a real marriage, the son's going to be denied in Jamaica as well.
Even if he does the appeal?
Well, I don't know what they're appealing. You know,
They give her the
appeal.
option to
That I
appeal.
understand that, but right now it's denied. Appeals take years. So if you're asking me, you know, just by you filing an appeal, does that mean that the marriage is real? No, it doesn't. You got to prove it's real. Immigration service here has to say it's real. So you either appeal and wait the years, or you refile again and try to prove it's real. I think sometimes refiling is faster than appealing. Depends on the situation, though. All right. I think they should come in and speak to me, though. All right. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Felicia in Fishers, Indiana. Felicia.
Hello. Good evening, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fabulous. What's going on?
I think I have maybe like either 2 to 3 questions.
2 to 3?
My mom filed a petition for me, and I'm over 21.
Mm-hmm.
When she filed the petition, I was married, but now I'm unmarried.
Okay.
And I'm actually living in the United States now. I'm on a student visa, F1 visa.
Uh-huh.
So my I-130 was approved on February 20, 2015.
Right.
And
When was it filed?
the
It's not when it was approved. When was it filed?
The priority date was September 12, 2011.
September 12th, 2011?
Yes.
Okay. And you are in the United States right now on a legal tourist visa? I mean, a legal student visa?
No, I'm on a student.
On a legal student visa.
And
you can adjust your
yes,
status
and
now.
I'm still in my status.
You can file to adjust right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Because I've been calling USCIS and they're telling me I have to wait until my priority date and all of those.
No,
stuff. So
because
that's
I'll tell you
that's
why.
the reason.
If you go to the visa bulletin, and I'm looking at it right now, okay, you go to visa bulletin there's 2 different dates. There's one that says dates for filing family-sponsored visa applications, and then there's another one that says final action dates. Okay.
Yes.
So the final action date for you are an unmarried U.S. daughter of a U.S. citizen and you're in legal status. The final action date is June 1st, 2011. So that means people who are in another country, like we had that caller before where she was saying, should I get married or should I wait on, my fiance has the father who filed. Should I wait on the fiance?
Yes.
Right. Remember that question. So that's June
Yes.
1st, 2011. But if you scroll down, it says dates for filing family-sponsored visa applications. There's a date there that says March 8th, 2012, which says that immigration, if your priority date's prior to March 8th, 2012, immigration will accept your adjustment application right now. And you're 2011.
Okay.
So you can file your adjustment right away. When was the last time you traveled into the United States of America?
I think it was May 2016.
2016, you're fine. You've been here for 2 years. You're legal on a student visa. File your adjustment right now. And if you need help, you hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Let's go to Chris in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, and you?
That's good. I'm doing good. I have a question about my mom. My mom traveled to the United States as a child when she was 15 and on a visa, and she was legally here, brought here by her mom. Her mother overstayed, and then after that, my mom filed for amnesty.
Okay.
When the amnesty program was available.
Right.
She got a temporary visa, and she was given working papers and also Social Security number. I guess the date passed for her to finish the filing, and she did not receive
the permanent.
Yes, so she did not receive.
So so for people who don't understand, let me just reiterate what you're saying. There was an amnesty in the 1980s. You had to prove there was two ways to get the green card through amnesty in the 1980s. Either prove you lived here legally between 82 and 86 and that you were physically here between 86 and 88, which are two different things. But basically you were here from 82 to 88. You were here legally. You got a temporary green card. And then after you got your temporary green card, you had 45 months to go and apply for your permanent green card. And if you missed that 45-month window, which is apparently what happened with your mother, is this your mother you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
Yes, your mother, then you ended up going back to illegal status. And that was just basically just being negligent on your mother's part, whether she was knowledgeable about this requirement or not. Either way, it was negligent not to have filed for her permanent green card, so she let it lapse, and now she's out of status again from the time it lapsed. So now, where are we at with your mom? What's her situation?
Well, I am old enough to file for her.
Wonderful.
The only issue is that she traveled in '96 on her permanent, on her temporary visa.
That's fine.
And also her passport.
That's fine.
Now, I have researched it, and immigration said that they have it on file that she left the country for 6 months and came back on a visa. Mm-hmm. She never did. She had the same job for 26 years.
One second. She traveled on that temporary green card. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, she did.
Okay, fine. It's no problem. All right. I don't know who you're talking to at immigration, but there's no person who's going to tell you this off the top of their head. So what I would suggest you do is, as long as she has her passport, file the adjustment. If you need help, we can certainly help you.
Okay.
All right. Hold on one second, okay? And by the way, you're in Bridgeport, Connecticut. We have an office in Bridgeport, Connecticut on Congress Street, so you don't have to travel too far to meet us. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Caitlin in Long Island. Kathleen, excuse me. Kathleen.
Yes, hello.
How are you, Kathleen?
Hi, Brad.
How
Welcome
are you?
back.
Thank
We
you.
were missed.
Thank you.
I have a question for you about a divorce case.
Okay. See if I can help.
Something you could help me with.
I hope so.
I filed for divorce in November of last year.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I did the paperwork myself. I know the case is on the judge's desk as of...
You filed the note of issue.
Right, correct. And the case is on the judge's it's been on the judge's desk from since June. I would just wanted to know how long again before.
Are you in Nassau or Suffolk?
I'm actually in New York, Queens.
Oh, in Queens. Could be 6-7 months, unfortunately.
6 to 7 more months
Probably.
again?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're just taking a really long time in New York these days.
All right, thank you very much.
Just hang in there.
All right, bye.
All right. Let's go to Elaine in the Bronx.
Hello. Hi,
How are you,
Brian?
Elaine?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I have a question for you. I have a question. I'm calling on behalf of my daughter, right? She was with this young man in Jamaica. They had a child which is 11 years old now, and he came to America, and he became a citizen. But then they did on and off because he was here and he went to jail. He was convicted for marijuana, and so they were separated for a while. She had a child in Jamaica after that. But now he wants to file for her. They want to get back together. He want to file for her and the kids. I'm wondering.
Who had the drug conviction?
The husband, the young man.
Who's a citizen.
Yeah. But now he's out on parole.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as he doesn't have a conviction for sex abuse with a minor, he can file for anybody he wants.
Okay, well, and they've been married for 5 years already. But because he have a child when he was in jail, I'm wondering if that's going to be a problem.
Well, it's certainly going to be a problem in the sense that, she had a child out of wedlock. Is she going to be the first person in the world to have a child out of wedlock? No. And certainly, I would assume there's a pretty valid reason. Well, the man's in jail. He's in another country. I thought the marriage was over. He's out of jail. We rekindled our marriage. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds like they would have some sort of plausible, explanation about what happened. So it's not the first time. As long as you can prove it's a real marriage, it's bona fide, they're in love, that's really what's most important. Obviously, a bigger hurdle to overcome when you have a child out of wedlock, but I mean, there's, exceptional circumstances always.
Okay. And for the activism of support, how much would the person have to be making to help them with the activism support? Because now he's in parole, he's have a menial job.
All right, so how many people do they have to support? Just him and the wife, right? Just two people in the family?
No, because you have two kids with her in Jamaica also.
I see. He's going to file for them as well?
Yeah.
So it's a family of four. Assuming the person is single, they got to be making probably close to $40,000.
Oh, he's not working that much. So somebody can help them with that kind of money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I make an appointment to come see Jenny Kim? Or,
yes, you can.
Jenny the lawyer.
Jenny the lawyer. It's Jenny Kim, correct.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second. Let's go to Patrick in Baltimore, Maryland. Patrick.
Hello? Yeah.
How are you?
Good. How you do, sir?
Good. What's going on?
This is my second time. My third time for court. This I'll be over there. Your officer last year tried to help me. May see now give my case to you. Nobody called me. I don't know what's the issue.
I don't know either. I'm not sure who you are, but if you hold on one second, we'll put you on hold and we'll figure it out. Let's go to Henry in Gainesville, Virginia.
Hey, hi, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. I just wanted to ask you, I had my fingerprint from I-751 on the 1st of October. I wanted to know how long it's going to take to hear from them on their decision.
The fingerprint, the 1st of October, what are you doing? You filed an adjustment?
Yes, so adjustment.
You're on a marriage case?
Yes.
Assuming you did everything properly, so I assumed you filed your papers in August?
I filed in August, yes.
Yeah, okay. So assuming you did everything properly, figure 5 months from the time you file, you'll have your work permit.
Oh, okay.
All right? Hang in there.
5 months from now.
5 months from August.
Okay. All right.
Hang
Thanks,
in there.
man.
Hang in there.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Let's go to Julian in Queens. Julian.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Julian.
How are you?
I had a question about, I have a family member. He had his interview for adjustment of status in 2016, and he still hasn't received any update. Do you suggest anything
Since 2016?
for us to do? Yeah.
And it's for his adjustment or his citizenship?
Adjustment status.
Yeah, I suggest he finds a good lawyer pretty fast because I can't believe that it's been over 2.5 years and he hasn't got no decision.
Right.
All right. If you watch our show a little later, I did an interview you're going to see with one of our immigration attorneys about filing lawsuits against the federal government when they don't do their job. You should watch it. All right. It's coming up in a little bit.
Is there a way we can schedule an appointment with you?
Yes. Yeah. Hold on one second. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's go to Chrissa in Anderson, South Carolina. Chrissa.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have an 18-year-old daughter in Jamaica, and she have a baby. And my husband and I, we want to start filing for both of them, but we are not sure how to go about it. Is there any way you can let me know how to go about it?
How old is the baby?
1.
And you're a resident or you're a citizen?
I'm a resident.
And your husband married you before your daughter was 18 years old, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Well, he can file for her, and she will get a green card. But the baby, unfortunately, unless she's under 2 years old, would be left behind. Now, if the baby is under 2, they'll give the baby a one-time visa to come to the United States and wait for the green card here with the mother, if it's on a first entry into America. Okay? So, it depends when you get the visa appointment. You want to file as quickly as possible. If the baby's over 2, then she would have to leave the baby behind, unfortunately, file for the baby, and then she could have to travel back and forth, until the baby's ready for the green card, which will be about a year and a half later. Sad, but that's how it works.
Wow.
All right, so let's get the thing filed as quickly as possible, all right? Hold on one second.
Okay.
Why does this not work? Let's see. Now maybe it'll work. There we go. Let's go to Kamara in Pensacola, Florida. Kamara.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I have a 2-year green card and it expires next year. When should I start the paperwork to remove the condition?
90 days before the expiration. File it.
Okay. Also, I have a son, and his father went and applied for WIC and EBT for him. Would that cause an issue when I'm removing the conditions?
At the moment, no, but Trump wants to change the laws, so we'll see. But at the moment, no.
Okay. If we still owe a balance on our federal and state taxes, we'd have to pay those off before I did the paperwork? No. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Let's go to Mohammed in Houston, Texas. Mohammed.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yes, what's up, Brad?
What's going on?
Good. Actually, I have a question regarding the adjustment of status. I have an asylum approval in here, okay? And I applied for my adjustment of status in 2016. But the thing is, I got denial on my application. They said the application, when I file it, actually, it contradicts with the file that they have it on my file. So the thing is, about the arresting problem.
Why was your asylum denied? I don't understand.
I said because of the arresting problem. They said you've been arrested before, but I told them I never been arrested for
they
anything.
They have you mistaken for somebody else. They say you were arrested and you have a criminal record which barring you from whatever benefit you're asking for, and you're saying that's not you.
But the thing is, actually,
is that what's going on?
No, it's not about that. Look, when I applied for asylum at the beginning, the lawyer, he asked me to write a statement. So I'll write a statement for him. I thought he gonna summarize it or, review it or anything, but he did not do that. He just sent it to them. Which I mentioned, an incident happened to me in Saudi Arabia. I've been, persecution from my organization, religious organization over there. So they asked me for a proof for that.
They said that you were persecuting other people? Is that what they're saying?
No, they said you've been arrested or you've been, disposition with these people. So we want you to prove it for us. Which, I told him this is persecution. It's not arresting by legal authority.
All right. So let me say this. I'm not going to solve your problem on the show right now because I would have to read exactly what was stated and then see what immigration is exactly asking for, and then I can give you proper advice. So I think you're going to need a consultation. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Miriam in Morgantown, Virginia.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Okay. I have a question. Let me tell you the story. I came with my domestic partner in 2017 last year, and my partner came as a green card holder, and I came as a visitor's visa. And then I overstayed till now. I'm still here, and then my partner was filing a divorce in here while we were together. And then the divorce is still in process. And we are yet to receive the last paper, which will be stating for the divorce paper in the mail. And after receiving that divorce paper, we'll then get married. And what will be your advice in regarding for him? When will be the right time for him to file for a petition for a green card from me?
The day after you get married.
The day after I get married?
The quicker the better. Why not? He's only a resident, so he's going to be. You're not going to wait for him to become a citizen. It's going to be years and years down the line. So let him file for you now.
Okay, all right. Because I was talking about it with him, and then he told me I'll have to wait for citizenship. That will be after 2 years.
Let him file.
Yeah,
Let him
then
file
wait.
for you. You do a provisional waiver. You go home. You come back and get a green card. You're not going to wait on his citizenship. When did he get his green card? How long ago?
It was last year, 2017.
So he's not going to be okay. He's not going to be a citizen. He can't file for citizenship till 2022. And right now they're taking 18 months to do citizenship. So he's not going to be a citizen until 2024. If you're going to wait till 2024, you're not going to wait till 2024 for him to file for you, and then you're going to wait another year and a half for your green card. You'll get a green card in a decade from now. Let him file for you now, the day after you get married. Hold on, you need help.
Okay.
Hold on. We have so many people to speak to. Kim in the Bronx. Kim.
Hello.
Hi, Kim.
Hi. How are you doing, Brad?
Wonderful. What's going on?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you have no status at all, can your church pastor file for you?
Your church pastor?
Yes.
Why would your church pastor file for you?
I mean, like,
you can file as
file
you can
with
file as a religious worker if, in fact, you're a religious worker. The answer is
yes. That's what I'm asking.
The answer is yes. You have to show that you have some theological backing that up, and that's your life passion and your life calling. And then the question is going to become, how do you adjust your status? Can you adjust your status? Is there a provisional waiver for you? You know, there's a lot of questions. But there is something called a religious worker petition. It is given to somebody who works for the church. It's their life calling. It's not they're very active on the weekends and then they work in Barnes and Noble during the week. It's not they're active during the week, but they're sweeping the floors. They're not doing anything religious in nature. It has to be something religious in nature, that you have a theological background in doing this. You just didn't wake up one day and said, I'm a missionary. You have to actually have learned how to, the theological underpinnings of your religion to actually go and be a missionary. And you have to show that you have 2 years experience doing this, and this is your life calling. So, I mean, there's a lot involved in it. But is it possible? Perhaps, yeah.
Okay, can I get a consultation?
Yep, hold on. Let's go to Ari in Syracuse, New York.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing, Mr. Brad? I just called to get some opinion from you. So last year, I've been in the United States almost 7 years.
Wait. You're breaking up, Ari. You got to take a step to the left or the right.
Hello?
Yeah, try again now.
Yeah, so I've been in the United States almost 7 years.
Okay,
I'm a green card holder.
You're a green card holder.
Yeah, last year I got arrested for I got charged for two moral turpitude.
What was the arrest for? What do you mean by moral turpitude? What was the arrest for? Tell me exactly what it was.
It was a stalking. Yeah,
stalking.
Yeah, misdemeanor stalking.
Okay.
So I'm still going to court and stuff like that. So they will dismiss one of my case, and the other one, because if I plead guilty to misdemeanor or moral turpitude will affect my status. So they're trying to help me. So they make.
What about a disorderly conduct?
No, they wanna plead me guilty to trespassing.
Trespassing?
Yes.
That trespassing, is that a misdemeanor or a violation?
A misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor, but no jail time.
No.
And is this your only arrest ever in your life?
Well, I've been arrested before, but it was just for violation.
Okay, so if this would be your first misdemeanor, it would be a petty offense. It should not be deportable. It would not be inadmissible when you come back. It may prevent you from becoming a citizen, but it's not going to get you deported.
Yeah, but so you think it's I can go with that deal?
You can
it's
what?
Not going to affect me.
I know. I said it would. You're not going to get you pleading guilty to trespassing in New York with no jail time. If that's your only conviction in your life, is not a deportable offense. You will not get deported. You will also be able to travel because it's a petty offense. What I am saying, though, is that it could affect your moral character. You may have to wait 5 years before you file for your citizenship. So it may prevent you from becoming a citizen, but it won't get you deported. It won't prevent you from traveling.
But it will be different if I plead guilty to the moral turpitude, right?
It's still a crime of moral turpitude, trespassing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And last time when I got arrested, it was for disorderly conduct. Is that crime?
No, that's not a crime.
Okay. So this will be pre-offense.
Yes.
Because, okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look.
Let's go to Marie in Los Angeles, California.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. So I'm calling regarding my coworkers. They are over status, and they would like to ask for any advices or any ways that they could adjust their status.
I don't know. You're asking me basically the person's out of status and they would like to get a green card. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what country they're from. I don't know what family they have here. I don't know what skills they have.
Student visa before.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything. Okay, student visa, wonderful. Still can't tell you. I think they would need to have a consultation with me. It's worth it. It's worth every penny, trust me. I go into a lot more.
So you need to fly to New York?
No, we would have a phone consultation. We do everything by phone. Yeah, so we can hold on. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. I go into a lot more detail than here.
Can I hold on?
Yeah, yes, you can. Hold on.
Then
Let's go to Alan in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Got a question. My wife and I have been married almost 6 months now. She's from Malawi, Africa. And we're getting ready to file with USCIS for adjustment of status and petition for alien relative. But in the meantime, we've been trying to get her daughters here.
Right. How old are they?
3 and 12.
Okay. You filed I-130s for them?
No. We were wondering what would be the best way to go about doing that, because we've applied for a visa for them to come.
Yeah, they're going to be denied.
And it was denied.
Yes, they're going to be denied because they're going to. You can't get a. They're not going to get visitors visas because the government knows they're not going home. So.
Was there any way to do this fast? Because I mean, I'm told there's a 6 to 7 month processing time just on her paperwork.
Correct. And the fastest way is file it as quickly as possible. File the I-130 as quickly as possible. You can also file something called a K3 visa for them to. Oh no, you're not going to be able to because the wife's here. So you would just have to file the I-130 and just try to process it as quickly as possible. But they're not going to get visitors visas, unfortunately.
So we're not going to be able to see them until after her processing is done.
Well, once her processing is filed, she can apply for advance parole, so she can go home and come back and see them.
Okay.
So the advance parole should be, when you file the adjustment, you apply for an advance parole on I-131. She should be able to get the advance parole in about 4 months, and she can use that to travel back to Africa to see her kids.
As far, I was wanting to adopt them. Would it be easier to do if they were here?
There's no, yes, and there's no reason really to adopt them at the moment. You filing for them as a stepfather was going to give them the same benefits. It's not going to be any faster.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Best of luck.
Thanks.
All right. Let's go to Aziz in Denver, Colorado.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, sir. Thank you. I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
3 years ago, I came with my family from Afghanistan through to the SIV special immigration visa for those who work on behalf of U.S. government in Afghanistan.
You were an interpreter?
I came with my kids and my family, with my wife, to the U.S. And my question is that my mother left behind in Afghanistan. So my question is, how should I apply visa, or how should I bring my mother to the U.S.?
How long have you been in the United States now?
It's been 3 years.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't do anything for your mother until you're a citizen. So you would have to wait a couple more years to become a citizen and then file for her.
Okay,
but there's
thank
nothing
you very much.
There's nothing you can do for her at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, let's go to Shrobin in Saratoga, Florida. Shrobin. Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you? I'm good, sir. How are you? Thank you.
Good. What's going on?
Sir, I'm here with J1 visa. I came for internship in an hotel. Due to some of my health issues, I quit my training in between. So I want to change my visa status to F1. So will it work? I want to ask.
Have you overstayed your time already?
Sorry?
You came on a work visa and you're not working where you're supposed to be working right now. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So you have violated. This is what immigration's going to say. They're going to say you violated your immigration status. You no longer can change your status to a student. It wouldn't work at this point.
But my visa is still I'm
Fine.
in still status.
I understand. There's a difference between status and the expiration of a visa. Those are two different concepts. A visa allows you to cross a border. So on that expiration of the visa, it says, we'll allow you to cross the border as long as you haven't violated your status. However, you've already violated your status by not going to work where you're supposed to be working. So that visa is no longer valid, and B, since you violated your status, you're out of status. And then because you're out of status, you can't change your status here. If you go whatever country you're from back to whatever country you're from to pick up a new student visa, they're not going to allow that either, simply because they're going to say you already violated your visa once. We think it's going to happen again. So you got a problem. Hold on. You're going to need a consultation. Let's go to, who is this? Shurkint?
Yes, sir.
Shurkint. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yeah, people call me Shri.
Shri. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah. My question is same as earlier. I was here on J1 visa, and then the employer in California, he gave me all fake promises, and that's how I overstayed. But to the date, my taxes and everything is in good shape, and my credit is also good.
Good.
So I just want to know that is there any way that I can come out with this, and because it was not my intention to stay here, overstay, or
but you did
stay here like that in this position.
But you did, and it sounds like you're a good person. You know, you pay your taxes, your credit's good. You're a good person. There's no green card or visa for good people. I wish there was, but there isn't. So we got to figure out. You're going to get sponsored in a job, sponsored by family, asylum. Maybe you're a victim of a crime. Maybe you want to invest $1 million in a business. I don't know. We got to figure out how to get a green card. There's plenty of different ways. That's what you got to figure out now. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Michelle in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Michelle.
Hi, good evening.
Hey,
Brad.
how are you? Good. What's going on?
Okay. My question is, if you file to remove the condition from your 2-year green card, can you file citizenship in that time?
If your conditional green card has been pending for more than 1 year and you're in a bona fide marriage with your spouse and you can prove it, then prove you live together, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Kevin in Orlando, Florida. Kevin.
Hello?
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Brad. How are you, man?
What's up?
Yeah, I got a question, man. My girlfriend came in America in 2009, and she came permanent, and she got involved with a shoplifting. She got shot, and she got citation. She went to court, take attorney. She went to court, and she played the lawyer to do no contest. Or what do we call it?
No contest means you're guilty, by the way.
Yeah, she paid a fine, but she never commit any other crime before that or other than that. And she was wondering now if she could go, what she got to do to apply for a citizenship. Or
how long ago did it happen?
In 2009, and it's finished in 2013.
It sounds like she should be able to. I would like to see the disposition before she does it. You should always pass your disposition through a good attorney. Not the only good attorney in the world, but certainly I'm a good attorney. Let me see her disposition before she files her citizenship. It sounds like it's going to be okay, but I want to confirm.
I want to question, but what if she don't decide to do that now for her citizenship? Her green card is going to expire next month.
She should do nothing till I see her disposition. Because my concern is this. Whether you file for your citizenship or whether you file to renew your green card, she's going to get fingerprinted. This conviction's going to come up. It sounds like it's a petty offense. Sounds like it happened more than 5 years ago. Sounds like it should be okay. But let me confirm, because I don't want her to take a fingerprint and government says, okay, we're going to deport you now. That's my concern.
Okay. Yeah, she got charged with petty theft.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a petty offense, but I want to be 100% certain.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let's go to Norberto in Fullerton, California.
Yes, hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's up?
Yeah, I got a question. I've been a green card holder for about 27 years.
Right.
I got arrested in 1989 and 1990. The 89 conviction is a possession, and the 90 is a misdemeanor burglary. I was thinking of applying for citizenship.
Where you pled guilty to both. You didn't go to trial on anything.
Correct.
And the burglary was a misdemeanor, you said?
Yes.
And what did you plead guilty before November 17th, 1990?
Which one? On the burglary?
On both.
Yes, it's 1989 for the possession, and I believe it was in November or December of 90 for the misdemeanor burglary.
Well, certainly, that makes you deportable, even if it happened 30 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
However, if you pled guilty to both, and they were all prior to 1996, you're 212C eligible, and the government knows that. And if they were to put you in deportation, and you have a clean record since 1989 or 1990, 9 out of 10 people are going to win their deportation case anyway, even with the worst lawyer showing up in court. So the odds that they'll be able to deport you would be low. The odds that you would be able to stay here in America would be high. So because of that, I would say, yes, you should file your citizenship, but at the same time, I would have a good lawyer deal with it. Now, we can handle, you're in Fullerton, California, I'm in New York City. Believe it or not, we have clients all over, including California. Okay, so we can handle it. All right, I'm not saying you should want to hire me, go hire whoever you want. But certainly let a lawyer deal with it. Whenever you are deportable, you should not be going to immigration on your own.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on one second. All right. Woo, we got a whole Brenda in Ogden, Utah. Brenda.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Fine. Okay, I just want to make it short. I'm holding a green card right now for 2 years now already to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 21-year-old child, and he's holding a B1, B2 visa, but he's outside in the country. Now, how can I bring him here and without going back home? I want him to adjust his status by next year.
You can't because he's 21. The time to have done with this is prior to his 21st birthday. So if you file for him, he's going to wait years and years and years.
So what is
your question really is, I want my son to get a green card. What's the fastest way?
No, it's not a green card. I know very well that he won't be able to get a green card now. But what I wanted from him, because since he has a B1, B2 visa, if he can come here without returning back home anymore. So what we need to do while waiting for, like maybe student visa, and then after that.
Yeah, but you can't come here with the intention of getting a student visa on a tourist visa. That's a misrepresentation. What I would suggest is this: you want to be reunited with your son, whether it's green card, visa, or anything else. You want him to come live here with you, and you wanted to do it legally. So hold on one second. We got to go through this. There's about 30 different, maybe 40 different non-immigrant visas, over 15 different ways to get a green card. We got to figure it out. So hold on one second, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
But you need a consultation. All right. We have a lot more people on hold, and for those people on hold, I want you to stay on hold. I promise you, I'll stay here till midnight. Sorry, Jill and crew. We'll stay here till midnight answering immigration questions, if that's the case. However, we have a show to do here. And part of our show is we have a whole bunch of stuff here. For those who don't know, our Miami correspondent, Anna Escona, is down in Miami. And we invite her on our show every so often to speak her mind about what's on her mind as far as immigration is concerned. And today, she's talking about the Violence Against Women's Act. Now, a lot of people are concerned that the VAWA, the battered spouse petitions, ended on September 30th. It didn't, okay? It was supposed to sunset, meaning that if you didn't get your green card by September 30th as a battered spouse, you don't get it, period. The Congress has pushed back the sunset for battered spouses to December 7th. Now, battered spouse petitions have been in place since the early 1990s. They will extend the battered spouse petition. So people who have their battered spouse petitions filed will certainly have those applications reviewed. You shouldn't worry. Even though the sunset's December 7th, Congress will do something. They always have for the last 30 years. What may happen is they may change the rules or regulations on what is required to get the battered spouse petition approved. So for people who have battered spouse petitions and they're not approved, you should be a little concerned. With that being said, our correspondent Anna Ascona has a few words to say. Let's watch.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Ascona. The Trump administration has definitely lost its mind. As their immigration crackdown gets worse, more and more women are declining to testify in incidents of domestic violence. What in the world is going on? Studies have shown that immigrant women suffer higher rates of domestic violence than U.S. citizens, and abusers often use their immigration status as a way to control them and keep them shut. So when these women believe that the U.S. legal system does not apply to them and that if they report their abusers, they're going to get deported, the U.S. system is at fault for this. And they are responsible for making them feel like they need to stay quiet. Not to mention that this is affecting negatively the children living in these homes witnessing this type of abuse. It is a proven fact that children living in violent homes experience long-term and short-term psychological problems. So we have a big problem here. Not giving an immigrant women a voice or a safe place to present their case, that's just not okay. It should not be allowed. The reason these women fear speaking up is because they fear getting arrested by ICE and getting deported. There should be some type of protection program for these type of cases. This is not okay to allow these women to run around with mental damages and physical damages from abusers. You're just pretty much saying that these abusers can go on and live their lives normally without having to pay their consequences because these women are afraid to speak up and report these abusers. These are victims of crime and their voices are being taken away. So something needs to be done ASAP before it gets even worse. Anyways, that just doesn't make any sense. Do you think this is fair treatment for these immigrant women?
No, it's not fair treatment. I will answer that for you, Anna. It is not fair treatment. And by the way, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Same month that Brett Kavanaugh has been sworn in as our Supreme Court judge. And Donald Trump says, I feel bad for the young men in America. And then, where did I see? Who did I see? I think it was on Saturday Night Live when it was Michael Chasen on Saturday Night Live. I couldn't remember where I saw it. Oh, by the way, it's Jenny! It's Jenny! Hello. How are you, Jenny? Good. Look who's here! It's Jenny!
Hi.
I was going to say, we need a nickname for you. You're Jenny from the Cubicle, right?
Yes.
Yes, Jenny from the Cubicle.
From the block.
No, you're not from the block. You're from the Cubicle.
Yes.
You're Jenny from the Cubicle. She's here because Kim is sick, so we got Jenny from the Cubicle to come in to ask the social media questions. It's something that we call yes, woohoo is right. It's something that we call social media check-in. Here we are. Jenny's going to be answering the question, she's taking over for Belgium Kim, Jenny from the Cubicle. We said, oh, look, there's Jenny. She sits in the cubicle all day. We don't know what she does. We know what you do here. But I'm going to tell you, we really don't know what Jenny does here all day. But she sits in the cubicle. She gets paid. So we said, you know what? We'll have her come on, and she can take over for Belgium Kim. And ask the immigration questions. But I was saying, I saw Saturday Night Live Michael Shea in his news report, on SNL Update. It always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Weekend Update, when he says, he said, Donald Trump said, young men have to be concerned in America. And he looks at the camera and goes, young black men have to be concerned for their whole entire life. but he was talking about just basically white men.
Yeah.
Be concerned, that, God forbid, that, they would be accused of sexual advances on a woman that were uncalled for. And quite ironic that it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
With that being said, I see we have 214 shares on Facebook. We reached a total of 60 views, I saw, maximum on YouTube. So far, nobody's going to see anybody do any funny dancing.
No.
There will be no funny dancing.
It doesn't look like it.
It does not look like it at all. But in the meantime, please share with your friends and family right now, because we will be getting into social media check-in. We're going to be answering, that's when we answer your questions on our social media. So everybody who's left a question on Facebook, everybody who's left a question on YouTube, Jenny from the Cubicle is going to answer them. That's a good, I like that. Everyone has a nickname, right? You're Jenny from the Cubicle. So everybody, welcome to our show. First time ever on camera. Jenny from the Cubicle. All right. And Jenny, what is the first question?
All right. We got our first question from Maisie Carter. She said, I know someone. She got the 2-year green card while waiting on the next interview. Her husband filed for divorce. What is your response?
She knows someone who got a 2-year green card?
While waiting on the next interview, her husband filed for divorce.
I don't understand the question. So she got the green card.
Yes.
And she has a 2-year green card. I understand now. She has a 2-year green card. The husband filed for divorce. What should she do? The answer is she should thank her husband. Thanks for filing the divorce. Now all she has to do is file the I-751 on her own, show that the husband divorced her, and prove that they were living in a real marriage. Husband already did half the work for her. She should say, thank you, husband. I got rid of you, you bum, and I can still get my green card.
There we go. Sayonara.
There you go. Sayonara. What's next?
Geraldine Medina said, so if it's a drug-related case, then the citizen wife can't refile for the husband?
If it's a drug-related case, the citizen husband could not file for anybody who's been convicted of a drug offense. If the citizen husband's the drug offender, then it's not a problem. But if the person getting the green card has the drug offense, problem.
Okay. We got another question from Wu Horace, who said, what if you were born in Haiti and you've been living in the States since the 90s as a child? Done all your schooling here, but you're on a work visa or TPS, but have no green card.
That's how do I get a green card?
Yeah.
You need a consultation.
Okay. Anna O. Cardiff said, if the violation happened before the act expired, can the law still be applied to that case? And she's referring to VAWA because she said, did the VAWA expire on September 30th?
VAWA did not expire. I assume this question was asked prior to our Anna Ascona piece. The Violence Against Women Act has been extended to December 7th, and I am almost 99.99999% positive it will be extended again. You don't have to worry about it at this moment.
Okay. We got a question from Ahmed on YouTube who said, my question.
By the way, you have one fan. Wendy Brown says, I love Jenny.
Oh, yay. Thanks, Wendy.
Jenny's going to die soon here. Jenny from the Cubicle likes being in the cubicle a lot better than being Jenny on camera, right?
Yeah.
She does not like being she likes being Jenny in the cubicle.
Nobody puts Jenny in the cubicle. Okay, so we got a question from Ahmed on YouTube who said, my question, I just got my permanent residence for 10 years, but ICE has my passport when I was in court. But I got termination from court and I just got my green card. So how do I get my passport? And if I want to go to Canada, how should I apply for a visa?
Why does ICE have his passport?
He does not say. He was in court, but it was terminated. He just got the green card. ICE has his passport.
Go back to ICE and say, I got my green card. Give me back my passport. If not, sometimes it's easier just to go reapply for a new passport to your country, embassy at your country.
Okay. Okay, so Ahmed then has a follow-up. He said, should I get a stamp in my passport from USCIS before I travel? And where can I do that, please?
Well, you need to get a passport first because you're not going to be allowed to travel anywhere without a passport. So go get your passport, either get it back from ICE or go back to your country, from not to your particular country, but to the embassy of your country and apply for a new passport.
Okay. We got a question from Chikalu Emmanuel, who said, Brad, please, I have a question.
Yes.
If you want to file for naturalization, is it true that you must have to stay for 3 uninterrupted years inside the USA without traveling outside for more than 24 hours? What if you have lived...
Not true.
Okay.
The law says to file for your citizenship, you got to be in the United States for 30 out of 60 months, no trip more than 6 months out of the country.
Okay, so then he said, what if you have lived in the USA for 5 years but have traveled out on 2 occasions where you stayed for a month each?
Go file your citizenship, you're fine.
Okay.
Yes, and Sankey White says, you go, Jenny from the cubicle.
Yay!
People love Jenny from the cubicle. Jenny from the cubicle. I love that.
I know.
That's your new name now. Everyone gets a name.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then we got a question from Kike Betta, who said, my parents are U.S. citizens. I am living in the U.S. under A2 visa. Can I apply for adjustment of status after the I-130 is approved?
He's on an A2, so he works for government. Whose I-130 is, who's filing for who?
Parents are U.S. citizens, so I'm assuming...
No, you cannot adjust your status. If you're over 21, you're going to, unless you're under, I don't know what his status is. If he's got to be over 21. I assume he's over 21. You wouldn't be working at a U.S. government for somebody less than 21.
Yeah, I can't tell by the picture if he's over 21.
Yeah, but I would assume over 21. No, you're on a waiting list for a while.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm just following along. Everybody loves Jenny from the cubicle.
Yeah.
Lisa Blake Rose, for wearing her $17 million slippers from Dubai, says Jenny's reading nice and easy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Cordella Douglas says, yeah, Jenny's really cool. We love her. People love you, Jenny. You may have a spin-off. The Jenny from the Cubicle spin-off show. People love you so much here.
Okay. So Maria Renteria said, my friend and his wife are immigrants. They have a 14-year-old and a 4-year-old. The wife has a 19-year-old from a previous relationship. Can the stepson file for a petition for both of them?
Wait, say it again? I'm just laughing at all the comments. I didn't even hear. Say it again?
All right. So my friend and his wife are immigrants. They have a 14-year-old and a 4-year-old. The wife has a 19-year-old from a previous relationship. Can the stepson file a petition for both of them?
No. You can only file for the wife and the father, but not for the children.
Okay. Iqbal Ahmed said his priority date is December 2005. His approval date is November 2006. My uncle applied for my mother's family. Now my age is 23, and I'm aging out of CSPA law. Will I get a visa? Please say, is there any possibility to get a visa for me?
Who sponsored who?
Uncle applied for my mother's family.
So you're not going to get the visa because it's an F4 petition. It's a brother, sister.
Okay.
So he's turning 21 or he's over 21. He's going to be out. So how's he going to get a visa, a green card? I don't know. We gotta figure it out.
Okay.
I don't have the answer. You fall off, you turn 21. There's Child Status Protection Act that sometimes keeps you on a little longer, but you know when you're 30 years old, you're not going to come with your parents on your uncle's filing from 15 years ago. So unfortunately, when brothers file for sisters, their children end up always aging out because the case takes so long.
Okay.
Oh, just okay. That's it? Just okay? Aren't you absolutely disgusted that they waited 20 years and now the kids can't come?
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
I think you should be up in arms over this.
It is. That's sad.
All right, that's better than okay. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's sad.
That was not the right emotion.
Yes. Okay. Okay. He doesn't get his green card. Okay.
Oh, no.
Jenny from the cubicle, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what else?
Okay, so we got a question from Ricardo Henry, who said, welcome back, Brad. My question is, I recently received my EAD. An employee want to pay me my check, he said, using the 1099 instead of the W-2. Is it safe for me to do so while still adjusting my status And last, I already had a social first coming into the country. Do I need to re-register, or is it safe to use as is?
Use the same social you've had, and you really should be a W-2 employee, but if your employer pays you as a 1099, that's his problem, not your problem. You'll have to pay taxes either way.
Okay.
That's it?
No, we've got a ton more.
Let's do 3 or 4 more.
Okay. So Denise Cromaz says, "Hi, Brad. I'm an adult over 21 and living in Jamaica. I do have a B1, B2 visa as I visit my mom twice each year. My mom is a U.S. citizen, and she filed for me back in March of 2013. We received a letter with our case number a few weeks later, but no approval as of yet. I was married at the time, I recently got divorced, and sent in the information to USCIS September of this year. We did receive a notice from them stating that they had received the information. So my question is...
Is this the person who called me from Kentucky, that they're on a student visa? I think I answered this question.
Was she divorced?
Yeah. And her priority date was 2011.
Priority date, she doesn't state. Was she on a B1, B2 from Jamaica?
No, different person. She was
Okay.
on a student visa in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
All right. So so I don't know what her priority date is. So what's your priority date is the question. I can't answer it until I know priority date.
Okay, so...
Next.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Jardine Desavero wants to know how long for a fiancé visa. It takes about a year.
Okay.
I just saw it pop up, the question.
And then we got Papa Diop, New Jersey. That's a name.
Papa Diop.
He said, "Hi, I was born in Atlanta and sent to my mom's country when I was 6 months old. I am now 19 years old, have 2 toddlers. I moved back to the States 4 months ago and did file for my husband, who joins me to the U.S. 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, we had to leave behind our 2 kids with my mom back in Africa. What form should I use to file for my kids? Will they have green cards or citizenships? Thank you for your service."
Okay. File I-130 visa petitions for them. They're not automatic citizens because she never lived in the United States prior to their birth. You basically lived here up till 6 months and went back, so they did not get automatic citizenship when they were born. However, if you file I-130 visa petitions for them, as soon as they come to the United States and they live with you as the U.S. citizen mother, they'll become automatic citizens.
Okay.
One more.
Because
everyone loves Jenny from the cubicle. Last one.
We got one from Asgar Khan on YouTube. He said, "Hi, Mr. Brad. Hope you're well. Your program is very informative. My question, I am a U.S. citizen, want to apply for the I-130 for my younger brother, a British citizen. How long will that take?"
A long time. If you're going to file an I-130 for your brother, it's going to take 15 years.
Wow.
So that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get to more social media. We're going to have Jenny from the block come back later for a final round.
Round 2?
Round 2 of social media check-in. Jilly Bean, should I do block F or block H? All right, so we're going to talk about block F. It's very important. Blocks. It's TV lingo. Nobody else needs to know about it. Just my own TV lingo.
Okay. Secret language.
Secret language.
Yes.
Block F. We like to play with blocks here. So I don't know if you remember the lady who climbed the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, I do.
You remember the lady who climbed the Statue of Liberty. She made headlines on July 4th. She climbed the Statue of Liberty to protest ICE, to protest Trump. Their zero tolerance policy of separating migrant children from their parents. So her name is Patricia Okoumo. And she was in the news. She was all over the news, actually. It's a really cool story. We spoke to her about her activism, and we thought it'd be interesting to hear on this national day, which is Columbus Day, which is actually a very... Columbus doesn't have the best reputation as he did, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, he was a hero. He's no longer a hero, we didn't learn the history totally. Now Columbus had slaves, so he's not as much of a hero as many believe he is.
Yeah.
Some people still think he was a hero. But let's watch what Patricia Okoumo has to say.
Hey, Brad Squad. I'm with Patricia Okoumo today, who made headlines this 4th of July when she climbed the Statue of Liberty protesting ICE and the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy separating children from their parents. Today, Patricia joins me to explain what inspired her to perform such an attention-grabbing form of activism. Thank you so much for joining us. So you are originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. No?
The Republic of Congo.
What is the difference?
So one country is on one side. There's separation by the Congo River, which is a very popular river. And both countries used to be one. They used to be called Congo. That's it.
Right.
Until the Belgian and the French came, colonized my country, and split them. They became Zaire. We stayed Congo. Then recently they decided to change the name back to Congo. So they became the Democratic Republic of Congo, and we became the Republic of Congo. The French Congo means my country. The Belgian Congo is often referred as the other country, a neighboring country.
I'm originally from Belgium, and so we grow up knowing the absolute atrocities that Belgium and France committed on the Congo as a whole at the time when it was just that one country at first. How are those effects still felt today of that colonization and that absolutely ruthless genocide?
I got the chance to travel when I was a teenager to Zaire. I took a ferry and I could see the poverty was everywhere. Even though they had tall buildings, taller than us, there were people with disability without a wheelchair just walking on the street. There was begging. So I think the story, as far as I recall, is the Belgian came and left soon after.
Yeah.
Without really investing much in the country. Whereas in my country, the French have always stayed with us. We see them as our parent country. Our system of government, education, even hospitals, we mimic the French ways. We have to speak French in school and most everywhere. There's a railroad, a little bit of advance in infrastructure. In the Republic of Congo, growing up, my family life was considered wealthy. We were highly regarded because of my father's status. He had a career in government for being an aviator, the private pilot for the president.
Wow.
And the president, his name is Denis Sassou Nguesso. I left in '94. So around that time, just before I left, there was a civil war. There was the militia terrorizing people in a very different community and approaching Maya, which is the town where I live. So I could hear them coming. I could hear the gunshots at night. I could see lightning created by these gunshots. What prompted me to leave, it was not the civil war or the state of the country. As a child, for me, it was more men. It was just disgusting, the disrespect, the cat calls, like, I couldn't stand for that. To me, I felt powerless, and I like to feel powerful. That's how I was raised, to be independent, have my own mind, respect my own body, and not be violated by some other person.
So that's what kind of prompted the change to a completely different mode of living in the U.S.
Yes. Congolese do not really particularly come to the United States. I came on my own, have been on my own ever since. So I don't really like Thanksgiving. And now after 24 years, and I'm getting a little bit of support from my community, the people like you, I'm coming forward asking for help. It's about time that my mom comes here. She deserves it.
You got your degree in social work, and you worked for a variety of nonprofits. What was your experience with those, and how did that help shape the activism that you do today?
It seems to me the field of human services did not really service people well. It was not upholding my core values. When I was to all the awful things my stepmother said to me, or the things she did to me, so I learned to be defiant of authority because that wasn't right. So I got my strength from that story. The first time I went to Trump Tower, I was on a city bike. I had nothing on me. I get there, I see the UPS truck. I say, do you have a cardboard box that I can use? Can I use that one? He gives it to me. I go to a store nearby, the Trump Tower, get me some markers, and I write down in big, not my president. That was the beginning. And people loved it. It was so simple. Being born and raised from another country is not necessarily a bad thing. It helps you view the world in a different light. If I hear something like the caging of children, what is this about? Is it natural? Is it normal? And I'm here to say no, it is not normal. It's not okay. It's Rise and Resist. I was fascinated by the work they did. And when we organized an event around the 4th of July, I don't know when I started thinking that I'm going to scale the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
But at some point I did. And I did not think I was going to do it. It was an idea. I was like, God, you have to convince me. I'm not crazy. I don't want to think that I'm listening to voices.
Right.
I want to make sure I'm listening to God.
Right.
So he said, hey, 3 things. It's the 4th of July, a big holiday. There are children in cages. And I'm taking you there with Rise and Resist. You don't even have to buy a ticket. So there we were. There were the people on the ground wearing the T-shirt with the lettering that says abolish ICE. And there was me among the other people that were unfolding the banner at the railing of the statue.
Yeah.
The federal agent, the park police, when they came and say, hey, you can throw the banner here, we're taking it to custody. I was folding the banner. And I know at that point, they were taking it away. So I went the opposite direction. They went to the right, I went to the left.
Yeah.
And nobody said, hey, you there, come back here.
You were waiting to hear it.
I was waiting to hear it. It didn't happen. I said, thank God. The whole idea was to make news, that I wanted the children released, and I demanded until it's done, I wasn't going to come down. So I go upstairs through the back door. It's very narrow once you get up there. I remember the face on this guy who was just a tourist, like, I don't know what's going on. Is she gonna jump? What is she doing?
Right.
Is she gonna climb? It was just a question mark. And then the agent comes while I'm clinging to the base, right? With my fingertips and my toes. And he's like, get down. And I'm circling back to the front because that's where I know my Rise and Resist members, friends, and colleagues were. I said, God, please, this is a moment. So I hold on to the base, which is a steep angle, just like this. It's green, the first part that's green.
Yeah.
With my forearm. And I say, I'm gonna do that pull up, lift my butt up, my whole body up, just with my forearms like this.
Oh my God.
In one shot, and it happens. I say, yes. That first leg was up there, my right leg was up there. I throw it over and I bring the other leg up. And then the statue does breathe. So she's got some ventilations. And I cling on to them like this and then bring myself up one last time.
Oh my God.
And I was up. But I didn't expect it to be that huge. Little did I know.
Right.
It was worldwide, televised worldwide.
Yep.
So I feel good that, in a sense, I was able to tell the world what was happening with our government. It's like, America, I'm telling on you, I'm telling on us.
Yeah.
What we're doing is wrong, and I'm sure other countries will agree with me. Some people came out criticizing, well, why doesn't she do this in her country? Well, this is my country. That's what I'm doing. Or they'll say, well, why does she go to Africa and solve the problems in Africa? I'm here now, and I can tell you in my country, we don't cage children.
Did you know before you started that you were definitely going to get arrested at the end of the day?
None of that was my concern. My concern was for the children, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I wasn't thinking about it. To me, I was doing right by the people, by justice, for the babies.
Yeah.
What can go wrong? I want us to forge solutions. I want us to not sit on the couch anymore and be complicit.
Yep.
We are going to go to these borders. We're going to look for these detention centers, and I'm going to hold the children. I'm going to sue them. Something that the Trump administration doesn't know anything about. And there's a film crew that has called me and agreed to, follow along. So I'm raising money for that. Right? I have a GoFundMe account.
Right.
It says Funds Patricia Okoumo.
Okay.
And my website also has a donate button. My website is www.patriciaokoumo.com.
What's your American dream?
My American dream is being a hero, a black hero. In the name of the children, I think that's a very good dream. Power to the people.
I like that interview, and I want you to know this is the first time I saw it because I was away on my birthday, so I watched it like everybody else was watching it. I haven't seen, a lot of times I see what we're putting up ahead of time. I didn't get a chance to see this interview, so I actually watched it for the first time while everybody else was watching it. And when you first see in the news, you say, oh, somebody climbed the Statue of Liberty, she's a kook, what's wrong with her? She's not a kook, she's a very smart lady.
Yeah.
Very, very smart lady, knows exactly what she's doing, and I commend her, and she's really starting a movement, and she's making a name for herself, and certainly making a name for what she thinks is important.
Yeah, and what she believes in.
And what she believes in, absolutely.
Very inspirational.
Yeah. All right, so good for you, Patricia. I'm glad we met with you, and we wish you the best of luck. All right, so let's go to Trudy in Boston, Massachusetts. Trudy. Trudy? Trudy.
Hello?
Hi, Trudy. How are you?
I'm good, yourself, Brett.
What's going on?
I get a question. A friend of mine has no status, and she gets 2 kids. Is it possible that one of her daughter, who is 21 years, can file for her without going back to her country?
If she came here without status, you said?
Yeah, without status, yeah.
The only way that she could adjust here if she came without status is if one of her children or her spouse is in the military or former military, because then she can get parole in place, or if she's 245I grandfathered in. Otherwise, the answer is no. And if she goes home, she can't get a waiver through her child. So she needs help. And I don't have an answer for her off the top of my head, but she should definitely have a consultation. So hold on one second. Let's go to Beverly in the Bronx. Beverly.
Hello.
Hi, Beverly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good.
What's going on?
My question is, I have a sister who passed away last year, June, and she was living in the United States. She has 2 daughters. One is in the Navy, and she's doing her master right now in, I forgot the state where she is now. So my question is, after she passed away, she has her paper in, the one who go to college. So I'm wondering what can we do to help her?
All right, because there were a lot of hers in the question. So let me try to understand who all the different hers are. You have a mother who passed away who filed for her 2 children. Is that?
That's my sister daughter.
Okay, who passed away? Your sister or the
mother? The mother passed away.
The mother passed away. That's your sister, correct?
That's my sister, yes.
Okay, so unfortunately your sister passed away, and she had filed for her 2 children. How old are these children? How old are these children now?
It's only one. The one
child.
is in the Navy. The one is in the Navy. She's the one who filed for her mom to get her mom here. So
and then the mom turned around and filed for the other child. I got it. How old is that child?
She's 25 years old.
Okay, and did the mom filed when?
I think she put in the paper since 2012.
Okay, and the I-130 was approved?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so now her sister, who's in the Navy, can take over in the steps of the mother and in the shoes of the mother and complete the case. And it's about a year off.
Okay, so how long does that take?
About a year off. So hold on one second. We'll help. Hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Anne Marie in the Bronx.
Hi, Brad. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good.
What's going on?
Okay, I'm calling on behalf of my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She has a 21-year-old son who out of status, but he got married like a year ago. Still hasn't put in his papers as yet. However, Saturday he got in like an argument with a lady, and the lady called the police and said that he threatened her. The police came and they arrested him. So he's in jail right now. So his mother would like to know if, they went to the station to get the bail for him, and they said that he won't be getting bail because the case turned over to immigration.
Yes, he needs a lawyer now. So he got arrested if he paid bail for a criminal case, there's still bail for immigration, and he's going to sit in immigration for a long time unless we do something for him.
His mother was wondering, like, how he's out of his he overstayed. He got married, but his paper hasn't in as yet. Is there a way he could still not get deported if he get a lawyer?
Yes, if he's married to a U.S. citizen, the answer is yes.
But the paper hasn't gone in as yet.
I understand that. Hold on one second.
Right.
Hold on. All right. So we're going to do a couple more questions on social media check-in. We're going to do 4 more.
Okay. I got 4 for you.
Okay. Jenny, oh, by the way, for those who don't know, this is Jenny from the Cubicle.
Hello.
Filling in for Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Belgium Kim, for those who didn't watch from the beginning, out with the flu, right? And Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias still recovering from the BET Awards.
Yes.
All right. I don't know how long his recovery is going to take.
I have no idea.
Right. But Jenny from the Cubicle. So Jenny, she works for us, and she sits in the cubicle all day.
I do.
So you do. So that's why she's Jenny from the Cubicle.
I finally broke out.
You finally broke out. Nobody knows, anything about you. But we said, you're going to come on our show, Jenny from the Cubicle, and you're going to read the questions.
Yes.
All right. So we got 4 more.
We have a question from Gift from God, who said, I'm never married to the father of my kids. He was born in the U.S., had 2 kids with him in Africa. He filed citizenship for first child, but refused to file for second because of her disability. We came with a B1. We are all in the U.S. Me and the special needs child came on a B1, B2 3 years ago. The child is 6 years now, and the father's whereabouts is unknown since she was born. What do I do? And thank you.
Does she have a green card now? She's going to do a
Never
special
says.
immigrant juvenile for the child.
Okay.
All right. Somehow, and that's pretty bad husband who wouldn't help your child because she's disabled.
Yeah.
How bad of a human being is that? But she's going to do a special immigrant juvenile somehow, so we're going to figure it out. So she needs to come in, we'll figure it out, and get the kid a green card.
Okay. We have a question from Sean Bryan, who said, hey, Brad, I successfully adjusted my wife's status earlier this year. She has a 2-year green card. However, her son, my stepson, 9 years old, is here and he wants to go ahead and file for him since we are now financially able. How long will this take and what supporting documents do we need to file other than the usual forms?
How old is the stepson?
The stepson is 9 years old.
You're going to file an adjustment and an affidavit of support.
Okay. That's good. Sounds good. And we have a question from PJ Del Abarquez, who said, I'm on a temporary green card. My son is outside the USA holding a B1, B2 visa. I plan to let him visit here using his visa and adjust his status without going back home. What to do? I'm from LA.
She's a citizen?
I'm on a temporary green card, and the son is outside holding a B1, B2.
I guess the husband then will file an adjustment, but if you got to come in with the intention of visiting, and then 90 days later the husband can file as a stepfather, assuming you're together with the husband. You got to extrapolate what's going on.
Okay.
Continue, Jenny from the Cubicle.
Okay. I got a question from Craig Rose.
Yes.
Who said, good afternoon. My friend is here on a crewman visa. He married a U.S. citizen. He got his combo card in December. How long does he have to wait for his interview for the green card? Thank you.
It's anywhere from 12 to 24 months from the time that you file the initial adjustment application.
Okay. Do we have one?
One more.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting, Jenny, from the Cubicle.
Okay, so we have one from Anisha McKenzie, who said, if my son's I-130 has been approved, can he travel before the visa interview?
No.
All right.
You need advance parole. Unless he's out of the country, then the answer is definitely no. You can't come here on a visitor's visa if your I-130 is approved.
All right.
All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Brad Show is back. Hopefully we get Belgium Kim and Yo-Yo back here tomorrow. Great job, Jenny from the Cubicle. First time ever on camera.
Thank
People
you.
love Jenny from the Cubicle.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, she got a lot of love. Got a lot of love. Now, because of that, and by the way, we did not reach anywhere near 500 shares. Nobody really cared to see Yo-Yo or Belgium Kim do any kind of silly dancing. I tried to throw them under the bus, but didn't really work out very well.
Didn't work.
No, but they want to see me Yeah, me twerk? Yes. All day long. They'll share all day long to watch me twerk, but to watch anyone else twerk, we don't have to. All right, what do we got? Comments of the day.
Okay, so for comments of the day.
Go ahead.
Okay, we have one from Abigail who said, I'm listening so intensely, I've forgotten to talk to you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, you're talking to us now, Abigail.
She's talking to us now.
Okay, what else?
We've got a comment from Jeff Bosey who said, I love the Ferris Bueller jacket. I think he's referring to this.
Your jacket? Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
You know what, Jeff? You know, you wouldn't be joking when you see her drive out with a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
She drives over to Ferrari. He won't be laughing as much anymore. All right, what else?
Okay, and we got a question. We have the comment from Patricia Okoumo who said, "Thank you, Brad Show with the heart."
Oh, very nice. We like Patricia.
She was super sweet.
Yeah, we like her.
And she's trending on our comments.
All right, great.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and glad to be back. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?